Bike racks. There's lots of different options out there, but only one real standout as far as design, ease of installation, and use goes. Let me introduce you to Steadyrack, a brand out of Perth, WA. It is a bloody nice part of the world, but hey, it's where I grew up, so I might be biased. Steadyrack was born out of a need to easily store bikes, and at the time of inception, there were no solutions on the market. To do away with the fiddly hooks and to make better use of space, so that the family bikes and car, you see I say it in that order, can coexist in the same space at the same time. Little Johnny and Jennifer can store their bikes on the wall just as easily as mum and dad. Dave Stedman and the team from Steadyrack have been supporting me and my projects for a long time now, and this year I'm pumped to announce that they've officially joined the team as one of my partners. Those that have been around the channel for a while know that I suffer from OCD, and that often manifests itself in a need for things to be neat, orderly, and symmetrical. Be it on the bike, laying on the couch, or in my own garage, I genuinely need things to be neat, or it disrupts my mind. The team from Steadyrack have just sent me a bunch of their new racks, and fittingly, we've just moved into a new place on the Costa Brava. This week, I thought I'd show you my very own garage setup and how I've got my bikes stored. I'll show you the different types of racks in a little more detail, and the installation process, as well as my top 3 highlights, just to showcase how good these racks really are. So come with me as we do a bit of a deep dive into these racks. So guys, as you can see, I've got quite a few bikes. I can't take ownership of all of them. This one here is my wife's e-bike. The rest are mine. I've got 3 road bikes, 1 gravel bike, 1 mountain bike, and we've got the e-bike there. I've also got a vintage mountain bike here, and that's going to be installed shortly on one of the mountain bike racks. Last week, a buddy and I installed the racks, and we managed to get all 6 installed in just under 40 minutes, which isn't bad. I've spaced my bikes 60 centimeters apart just because I've got the space, but for those with less room, these racks can easily be fitted much closer together, especially when the racks are installed at different heights on the wall. This is thanks to the rack's ability to pivot on the wall. You'll see that I've got a couple of different types of Steadyracks here. I've got the classic rack, the e-bike rack, and the yet to be installed mountain bike rack, which just arrived in the post. Each of these racks will vary due to the nature of the bike they're going to hold. The mountain bikes have wider tyres than the road bikes and gravel bikes, and again, the e-bikes weigh more than the others and often have fenders, so they're a little more robust and designed specifically to cater for a bike with a mudguard. Now the beauty of the Steadyrack is the ability to lift your bike onto the rack without actually having to lift it. There's none of this having to hook your bike in on the rim, keeping an eye out for spokes and the like. You just push the bike up against the rack and it fits right into place, as demonstrated by my lovely wife. So here we go, Mary's with the e-bike. Again, this is a heavy bike. Let's see how easily she can get it off and put it back on. Off. And on, how good. Once the bike is in the rack, you can see how it swivels against the wall. Now this is great as far as space goes because it means your bikes can essentially lay flat against the wall. If you need to get one out of the rack, you just swivel the one next door and out she pops. It's super simple. So as you can see, the racks pivot against the wall super easily, and that means you can sort of get in or out. Hey, I don't want to use this bike, but I want to use this one. Oh no, I don't want to use that one. I'm going to push that out of the way and I'm going to use this one, or vice versa. And finally, the ease of installation. I've installed bike racks before. I've actually got a degree in construction management and economics. Yet, I've found myself having to re-drill holes because it just wasn't a foolproof process, especially getting the heights right. Inside the pack comes a super simple instruction manual which walks you through the installation of the racks to ensure you don't fudge it. And like I said, I made and I installed 6 of these in under 40 minutes, which is far better than the 3 odd hours it took me and multiple incorrect holes in previous racks that I've installed. So there you have it, the Steadyrack, your solution for simple, fuss-free bike storage. I've got a bunch of mates with these racks installed back in Oz, and the beauty is that there are international stockists around the globe. Doesn't matter if you're in Europe, the US, or Asia. And as an added bonus, the Steadyracks come with a 5-year warranty for added peace of mind. I'd love your thoughts and comments below. Is there anything on the racks that I've missed? What do you think of my garage setup? I'm pretty stoked with how it's all come together and feel very privileged to have this kind of space to store my bikes and equipment at home. See you soon. To pull it off, again, this is a heavy bike, so I'm gonna do that one-handed, obviously a little bit harder, but again, putting the bike back on, and it goes. Super simple.